So thanks for joining. So this video we are going to cover common table expression CTE in SQL. So it is a one kind of advanced version of subquery. So when we were executing the query using the subquery, right? So we do look what are the difference between subquery and CTE. CTE is one of the advanced approach. The previous one we were getting the subquery. Subquery was not giving that good performance, where CTE will give a good performance, as well as it is having a like more good readable format as well. So we do look what is the CTE, how does it work, which is having some temporary name result set, right? It is having a readable format, reusable and modular. So these are the some kind of advantage of common table expression. So that will start with the with CTE name as. So that is the one kind of syntax. If you are going to say with CTE, with some name. So with is the one kind of keyword which will always say, okay, that means it is starting with the common table expression. So we'll start step by step learning like that. So first we are going to look what is the CTE. So CTE is a common table expression, is a temporary named result set, right? So result set is nothing like a kind of what I can say, like it does store some kind of record in the form of table. So it is a temporary what I can say, like temporary storage, where we do have a some kind of record that can be used for the further use, right? So temporary named result set, right? So result set is nothing like it is representing also in a one kind of table, but that table will be a kind of temporary table that exists only during the execution of the SQL query. So during the execution means that whenever we are executing the query, that time only it will create one table. The table will behave as a result set. Inside that some record will be stored, and then record will be used for further use case, right? So what is the benefit of it? Readability. So break complex queries into a smaller named readable for parts. So that is the readability. Reusability, reuse query result within the same SQL statement. Modularity, build queries in a logical separated steps, and debugging, simplify nested subqueries, easier to test each part. So these are the four advantage of CTE common table expression. Creating using with keyword. So that will always start with the with keyword. Now let's start with the one basic example. So here we are writing simple with CTE name as. So that means it is some kind of name of the CTE, right? CTE name as. Then here we do write select statement inside that. Select column 1, column 2 from the table. Let's say I'm having a table is like employee table. So that is like suppose employee table having employee ID, employee name, department, salary and manager ID. So what it will do, it will find select column 1, column 2. Let's say I want employee ID and employee name, right, from the employee table. So it will find some record from this employee table and put them into a CTE name. So here CTE name is like a temporary name who will behave as a result set. So CTE name is behave as a result set that can be used for the outer query, right? So here we are saying select star from CTE name, right? So what is saying? It is saying like column 1, column 2 information please provide me from this table, store this particular name, and then that name. So normally what do we write? Select star from. So this CTA name is not a table name. It is not exact table name. What is my table name? Table name is employee only. What is the table name? Table name is employee. But this employee table record we are storing under the CTE name. So CTE name behaving as a temporary table who can be say like a result set, right? And that can be used directly from the outside. Right now it is looking like basic, simple only. But when you having like advanced kind of query, that time we do use them, right? So what is happening first with keyword that declare the CTE name, the name you give your temporary result set. So that means that will be a temporary result set CTE name, right? It could be any name. It's a custom defined, developer defined. Developer want to give any name that can be give as per the need, as per the logic, right? As is what? As is defining kind of function. So it is a query set define the CTE result. So that means inside as whatever we are writing, it is a kind of one query result, right? So that will define as a CTE result, right? So let's take a simple table used through. So these are the table having employee ID, employee name, department, salary and manager ID. So this example we will cover in this particular video. Now let's start without CTE and with CTE. What is happening? Let's say I want to calculate show employees with the salary greater than 70,000. So I need to display a salary I need to display the employees whose salary is greater than 70,000. So first we will go without CTE and with CTE. So without CTE, that definitely we have to go with the subquery. So how to write the subquery? We write select star from. After from, what do we write? Table name, right? So here instead of table name, what we are writing? We are writing subquery. So here we are writing select employee name comma salary from employee as a temp, right? So first inner query will be executed. So this query will be behaving as an inner query whose result will store into a temp table, and then we are saying where salary greater than equal to 70,000. Again, this temp is not a table name, it is a temporary table which will store some record. What record it will store? It will record it will store the subquery record. So in that table, what will happen? It will fetch, let's say in the employee table having a like ID, name, department, salary and manager ID, right? Then here what we are saying? We are saying employee name and salary. So it will fetch only 2 columns from this employee table, and that will store this into a temp table. So temp will be a kind of temporary table who will create for a moment, and inside this temp table, whatever, it will store only 2 columns of the employees where salary is greater than 70,000, right? So that is a simple subquery, right? Without CT. With CT, we do simply say with high salary employee, right? What we are saying, high salary employee, that is a one kind of CT name, right? As select employee name comma salary from the employee. So you can see here that result was storing into a temp table, and here it is storing into a high salary employee. So high salary employee, if it is needed, we can use in a other purpose also, right? So here what we are writing, select star from the high salary employees where salary greater than 70,000. So it is reusable as well. If it is required to some other place in the same query, like I am having some kind of nested things, right? That time we can use CT. That also we do look at. So that was the older approach. That is the like of modern approach. So without CT, what is happening? Nested in the form clause, right? With CT nested with the with clause. So nesting is happening here with the from clause, and here we are using with the with clause, right? Readability, harder for the complex query. Right now we are having a simple one, right? So that time it is a easy, but if it is having a like more kind of nesting, like 4 nesting, 3 nesting, right? 6 nesting, 7 nesting, that time this will give a complex view. Which one will give a complex view? That subquery, where CT will give a normal view, that easier modular style approach, right? Reusability, not reusable, and CT will be reusable as the same in the same query, right? Debugging, here that will be difficult, but here in the CT that is a better step by step. So these are the some kind of advantage with the CTE. So we can use any one of them, but developer do prefer that CT only, right? If you are going with the more kind of advanced level experience, that time if you are writing the query instead of subquery, we do prefer CT only. So CT is one kind of advanced version of subquery. Now let's start CT with the aggregation. So aggregation is a one kind of finding maximum, minimum, average, count, right? So aggregation is a one kind of functions. So here we are find average salary by the department, right? So here I am having a 3 department, ID department, HR department and finance department, right? So let's look on them. So IT department I am having a like 3 person, HR department having a like 2%, finance department having a like 2%. So what is the query? I need to find average salary of every department. Like in IT, what is the average salary? For HR, what is the average salary? For finance, what is the average salary? So the output look like IT average salary will be 85k, HR average salary will be 62,500, and finance department average salary will be 72,500. So we will write a query who will find the average salary by the department, right? As well as we will write one more thing, and I need to display only. So here if you will go with this simple without where clause, right? Without where clause, if you will go, like for example, we are writing with department salary as select department average salary as average salary from the employee group by the department. So that is a simple query that we have already covered, right? That is simple query which is using the nested here, right? So first this part will execute. So what is happening? It will give a department name with the average salary, right? Average salary from the employee group by the department, because department is a scalar column. It is coming with the aggregate function. So that's why we have to put into a group by clause, right? Then what we are writing? Select. So here it is making a some kind of result and storing into department salary only. So this department salary, what we are writing? Select star from the employee salary. Select star from the department salary. So what is the department salary? Department salary is not a table name. It is a CT name, department salary, which could be behave as a temporary table, right? that will create under this particular execution only. So inside this department salary, what is happening? This department salary is a temporary table who will give a result. So with this, till this query only, with the department salary, we do get IT, HR and finance, all three we do get. But if I will put where condition also, like for example, add filter. So what we have to filter, average salary should be greater than 70,000. So then we have to use a where clause also. So where clause we have to put over the average salary. So average salary is what? Average salary that we have calculated through the average only, as we have given the average salary, right? So average salary is again is not like exact column into a table. Average salary we have just calculated for the average salary only. So that is dealing like here only. So it is saying, okay, average salary should be greater than 70,000. So that way it will give only me a two record 85K and 72,500, right? So that could be the result for this particular complete query. Without where clause, it will give me three, I can say item. With where clause, it will give me only two item, which could be IT and finance, right? So add this to the main select two filters, only 85 and 72,500 will appear. HR will be excluded, right? Now let's with multiple CT, right? Find the highest paid employee in each department. So now I need to know in IT department who is the highest paid, in HR department who is the highest paid, in finance department who is the highest paid. IT department having like 3 to 4 employee, HR department also having like 3 to 4 employee, finance department also having like 2 to 3 employee. So we need to know who is getting highest salary in IT department, HR department and finance department, right? So what is happening here? We need to write with the max salary. So max salary is nothing like a CTE name as select department, comma max salary as a highest salary from the employee group by the department. So it will give me a every department highest salary, right? So that is a kind of max salary we do get. Now we need to display employee detail, right? So employee detail again is the one kind of CTE. So that is kind of nesting here. So here we are using two CTE. One is a max salary, second will be the employee salary. So in the employee salary, what it will give, it will fetch employee name and department and salary from the employee. So here it will fetch three column, employee name, department and salary, and it will store into employee detail, right? So here it is having a two CTE. One is a max salary, who is having a department with the maximum salary, and employee detail, which is having an employee name, department, salary, right? And then we have to write this in a single select query. So in the single select query, what we are writing? Select E dot employee name, E dot department, E dot salary from the employee detail. So here employee detail and max salary, they are behaving like a temporary table, like a CTE, right? So we are performing the join on them, and here we are saying on E dot department equal to M dot department and E dot salary equal to M dot highest salary. So here we are giving employee salary, the employee detail will be E and max salary will be like M. So it's kind of self joining operation that we are performing, okay, through the single table, through the CT, right? So through the CT, what do we get? First we do get max salary. So first we are getting max salary of IT, HR and finance. So if you want to go with the max salary only without using this employee detail, that time you will get this result. If you are going with this both combination of after join, that's the final outer, right? So that time you will get that much. Irfan is having a this, Neha is having a this, and John is having a like this. So that is a kind of find the highest paid employee in each department. Every department highest paid, we have to find this one only, and after join we do get the same like name as well. So here we are adding one more column like a name. Name is not included here, right? It is giving the highest salary on the department wise, and if you want to display the name, that time we have to perform the join operation. So it is giving me employee name as well as department salary like that. Okay, so that is simple multiple CTE operation. So execution flow multiple CTE. So CT1 execute like a max salary, then executes employee detail will execute, right? Then it will join both together and then it will generate the final result. So here join we are not performing the multiple table. Here join we are performing the multiple CT. So match employee where the department and the salary is equal to highest salary. So key SQL process CT in the order top to bottom, right? So how it will execute? Top to bottom. So first which CT will execute? First CT will execute, then second CT will execute, right? Then the result of the both query, both CT will use into a final select statement. So that will give a more reusable format as well as readability is also good, right? Debugging is also good. So these are the some kind of advantage here, right? So key takeaway with to define CT before you main select query, right? Chain multiple CT with commas If you're having a multiple CT, we can put the commas, like we have used 2 CT, right? CT are more readable than the nested subqueries. Drive table, right? Give the CT is a meaningful name, it become a virtual table. That's kind of virtual table, right? Apply where filter in the main select, not inside the CT, right? Great to aggregate plus filtering into 2 clean steps. So that kind of complete understanding of this particular CTE, right?